Since I assume that Theodore Robert Bundy has been executed a long time ago, and Theodore Robert Bundy admitted being guilty of the crimes, then to try to find a motive. What type of pornography was he talking about? This might sound too innocent, but his mother seemed very girlish, a bit like she was so feminine and not really at some in some areas, not like a grown-up wearing a little girlish dress and being very feminine and very sweet, and maybe not being able to understand Theodore because of she seemed very innocent and very girlish and a bit, and when I say girlish, like very young girl, a bit immature, and to imagine when he grew up being with what was her name, Louise Bundy, being the mother of Theodore. She might, well, since it's a bit difficult to need to explain it the right way, that she seemed like she didn't have the ability, because of who she was, to fully understand her own child, Theodore, which is not my child. He's not. I'm not the mother of Theodore, of course. And sometimes it is being said that people are attracted to what they know. So that was what he knew. It sometimes it seems to be that you attract or feel comfortable around like, for example, I have attracted of met men who were more similar to my mother, but being men. But he might have felt like she was in some ways unable to understand him, and it could be some love-hate thing, because she was so sweet and so innocent that she seemed to be, that and in the femininity, masculinity, and sexuality, it's the protecting, the masculine, and the more vulnerable and caring, and all those feminine characteristics. Then sometimes it goes too far, and the gap between or not the gap, but uh, masculinity versus, depending on how you, but then masculinity turns into not masculinity as protecting, and femininity not into femininity as the seen uh, from feminine, masculine. And it's not caring. I don't know, because the sadism turns feminine into something that it cannot be caring, since it is to, by sadism, be destroyed. So looking at the women, the victims, what did they look like? For fun, it's very difficult to explain this. What I see, it's not that I am Theodore, and I'm not dead either. So it's very difficult. I don't want to. I want to explain it the right way, but it's very difficult because it's something I feel. Uh, but I think I need to explain it the right way. So, what are the characters? What do I see if I'm thinking about that type of person that Theodore explained himself as something sadistic, something pornographic? Then trying to imagine, how did he view them? What did they look like seen through his eyes? Then some of the young women were like, I don't look good, fantastic. I don't look like a dog. Right? Like the doll that you see in some movies. For fun, man, it's not that I'm good, but it's difficult to explain this. So don't feel some sadistic thing in my direction. That they're trying to, from somewhere, make it a misunderstanding of what I'm doing here. I'm not saying that I have anything to do with that. I'm not dead. I'm not a victim. I'm not a murderer. I'm analyzing it. When it's over, I'm looking back at it, because I was not that I was there. I'm looking at it, trying to analyze. But there are pornographic cycles up in the sky with satellites who want to make people seem like. So when I'm struggling with explaining it, it's because it's very difficult to explain. I have a mother who's very innocent. Not innocent, she's very aggressive, but she's very childlike. And soon, if you grow apart from your mature, so that you're more mature than your own mother, it's very pornographic. Being in the care of someone who is a bit not intelligent enough to understand very simple things. My mother is not intelligent, but she had a man friend who would say to her, you understand that? But my mom, she didn't understand. But it's not that when I'm, it's not that I think that there's, it's not an expression of looking down upon. It's just a fact that my mother is not that intelligent. And it's very pornographic for a child to be in the care of a lack of intelligence, to understand and to see and to things the way they are, to understand Um, whatever. So that's my reference frame. I'm not a nerd, but I understand how pornographic it is. So imagining that stupid might look like a dog, or some of them look like, and it's not respectful to say. I'm trying to understand what it might look like through the eyes of murder and pornography. What type of pornography might that be? Someone um, putting on um, the pictures look creepy, like the dolls from those orange hair dolls. And then one of the young girls, women, looked like a bit like she felt superior. Like, I cannot show that expression the way she did it. It was more subtle, and maybe she was not intelligent, but she felt superior because intelligence seemed very important to Ted Bundy. And then there was a woman who had something dark in her eyes that might be a real opposite to like an SM thing. So something, or maybe the destruction of either the masochistic thing or the stupidity or that creepy doll-like face. It went too far, but it's only a feeling of trying to understand what